Good evening, everyone. This is author Chris Allen coming to you live, and this is Chris and Les. We are EDP 365, and I gotta remind you of this content warning coming up in about 2 seconds. 1, 2. EDP 365 covers topics with explicit and strong language and is intended for mature audiences only. Topics may be sensitive to some, and some everyday people may not agree with the views expressed through this discussion, but please keep in mind, we'll give you the point of view of everyday people with everyday situations, and EDP 365 is not afraid to go there.
All right, y'all. Y'all just heard Chris. Get some clues. Y'all just heard Chris. We're not afraid to go there, and we not. All right. So welcome to the show.
Yeah.
EDP 365. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Les.
And this is author Chris Allen, and we're everyday people 365 on Facebook Live.
On Facebook Live.
Appreciate y'all. Love y'all.
Live, on Facebook Live. That's what we do. You know, when somebody asked me, Kula and Tayshawn asked me why we don't have a theme song. I'm gonna have to get up with them because we need a theme song to bring this in here like ha ha ha.
And it'll be our music.
That's so right. I need that in my
We won't have to keep saying that we don't own a copyright to this song.
So yeah, we got some music in the back playing right now. We do not own the rights to rap.
We do not own the rights to the song in this mix, but because of the topic of conversation this evening, we are coming with you with hashtag Mood Chill.
Yeah.
So I don't know if y'all might can hear it, you might not, but not gonna be too loud.
Let me tell y'all this real quick. So me and Chris, right, we sitting here, we getting ready for the show, and we pray before we go on air. So Chris is praying, y'all, and this music is in the background. Why this dude sound like slow jams after 10 o'clock? So the music is going on. That's all I can think about. Slow jams after 10 o'clock. Alright, so I'm just telling the truth. That's how it go. Alright, so one of our favorite people is watching right now. Two of our favorite people. Sandra, CEO of Black Connections, y'all. She's a crazy ass girl. She is crazy. Our ACH Eleanor is hanging out. Alright, y'all. So here we go. So right now, we're gonna do our wine tasting. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see what you got.
It's very rare that y'all hear me say anything about Moscato. I don't really drink Moscato a lot. It is good, but I don't really drink it, thank you. And so tonight, I decided to do Moscato. Now, I've never had pink Moscato. I cannot ever recall having a glass of pink Moscato, especially with all the wine that I've had in my time. So this is what I'm gonna do, y'all, right now. I'm getting ready to taste this I'm getting ready to taste this pink Moscato. So here we go.
Pink Moscato.
You drink it with me?
Sure.
Oh, you already got something.
I have amaretto. No ice.
Oh gosh. It's tasty. Okay.
So what you think overall?
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Les is giving a thumbs up.
But it's like that D'Asti kind of taste with that
pink
fizz.
Is that Moiselle?
Yep, it is.
Moiselle.
So, hey to Shannon. Hey to my niece Shamel. Hey y'all. Welcome. All right. So let me just get a little bit more wine. I need this tonight, y'all, because it's getting ready to get wild up in here. And remember, this was a wine tip that I gave you before. Hold it by the stem, because if you're holding it up here, you're changing the temperature. All right, so here's tonight's
This is the way
wine
I feel,
tip.
David. Whether you hold it on the stem or hold it underneath the glass, it all does the same thing.
Don't listen to Chris. He's not a wine connoisseur like me. All right, so here's tonight's wine tip. When pairing wine with food, the richer, heavier food goes with the heavier, richer wines, okay? And so, usually red wine is served with red meat. Keep that in mind. The lighter foods are served with or paired with lighter wines, like a white wine. And it's served with chicken and fish. Also, now I love dessert wine. That's my favorite because I love ice wine. That's like the best ever. But, you know, your dessert wines, your desserts, get a dessert wine or a sweet wine. So that's the wine tip, for tonight. So, let's get to what Les is watching.
Ooh.
Yes.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
Before you do that, I want to give my mother-in-law a shout out. Happy birthday today.
Happy birthday. Happy
And
birthday. It's
see,
your birthday.
when she has Moscato, she calls him a scooter.
Oh my goodness, that's fun.
So I was like, I think that's the most hilarious shit ever.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
The scooter.
Alright, so what Les is watching? So most of my shows went off like a week or two ago. You know, Power is off now. You know, that's not on. That season is done. What else? Shameless. That season has concluded. Ray Donovan, that season has concluded.
Oh.
And from my understanding, it's not coming back on next season. I don't know, but that's not going to work in my life, not having Ray Donovan with his sexy self. Oh my gosh, that man is sexy.
Ray crazy.
Yeah, but he's sexy. He is sexy.
You know,
He
in
could be my boo.
that last episode,
That was
I don't know if Ray Donovan was getting soft in his old age, or he was just tired of all the stuff he was into. But I couldn't believe that he let this one person go. The young boy set his ass up. So the feds or whoever was listening to him, they came and got him.
But you know what? He got his in the end, though. He died in the end.
Oh, he did. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he did.
He did. He died in the end.
But it's too late because Ray might not see this.
But they should have known his ass was going to tell.
Oh, man, that's what I said, man. Sometimes when you see a weak link in your crew, you know, whatever that is, you got to separate yourself.
Hey, why can't I type? This is crazy. Hey, Tawala Booker. You know, Tawala, I'm going to say this to you, Tawala Booker. I don't have a problem telling another woman. But, girl, you are so beautiful. You look just like you looked in school. Tawala Booker, y'all, she is a beautiful woman. I will tell you, she does not look her age, and she's older than me. She's older than me. But Tawala, when I see you on Facebook, oh my gosh, you are so beautiful. Don't have a problem telling another woman that. All right, so here we go. So I'm going to tell y'all.
To this music.
That's right, we don't. So let me tell y'all what I'm watching. Now that all my shows have gone off.
So what's the new one?
All right, y'all. So the new season of Good Girls has started. Started last night. Do you watch Good Girls?
Good Girls.
So let me tell y'all what it's about real quick.
Anything
real
with
quick.
girls might
No,
not.
it's good.
It's good.
Real quick, let me tell y'all what hey mom, my mom's watching. So let me tell y'all real quick what Good Girls is about. These three ladies, okay? You got two of them who are married, you got one who's single. In the beginning, they robbed this grocery store, okay? So it's kind of comical. Everything's not comical about the whole show. But anyway, it's kind of comical. And this life of crime just keeps snowballing and snowballing and snowballing. So they are now in the third season. And so, of course, they always leave with a cliffhanger at the end. So last night I started watching it, fell asleep, so I'm going to go home and watch it tonight. So y'all don't try to be talking to us about spicy sex for the rest of the night. Right till 9, 10 o'clock at night, because I got to go home and watch this show. So, and I don't want to give too much away because you've never seen it. But woo, they had a surprise last night. So I'm going to go home and watch that tonight. But y'all, check out Good Girls. It's on NBC. Of course, you can go back and look at all the old shows so you can catch up. But it's a really good show. Parts of it are really, really funny. Yeah, Good Girls is a good show. So check that out. That's what Les is watching. All right. So we haven't really done a lot of Black history moments, a lot of facts. So tonight I'm going to share a fact. I pulled this off of Facebook. And so the caption says, if you think you want to be gangster, listen to this. So there's a slave, a former slave. His name is Robert Small, y'all. So he was born into slavery in 1839. He stole a Confederate military ship in 1862. He disguised himself as the captain to get onto this ship. Let's see.
Man, and they didn't even know who the captain was of their own ship.
Okay, so he outwits and gets past Confederate guardships by using their secret codes and hand signals. All right. So, what does it say? He rescued more slaves and their families and escaped to freedom. So the captain said, "That's gangster." So that's our Black History.
That's dope.
That's our Black History moment. And so you can actually do your own research, and you can get more information on Robert Smalls. Okay, so that's our Black History
Robert
moment.
Smalls.
All right, so you want to
Say what's up to all Robert Smalls in the world.
you want to introduce the topic, or you want me to run with it? What do you want to do?
You know what?
Roll with it.
Go ahead and roll with it. Yeah,
All right.
You win it.
So tonight, y'all, we are in the month of February. And the month of February is known as the month of love. And so we haven't, I feel like I'm yelling over music. But we haven't had a sex topic in a really long time. Kay,
Long time.
y'all know Kay is like the jack of all trades. She always got a lot going on. And so she can't be on the show as much as she was before. And we did sex topics before. Why did I get all this in my face? I wish y'all could see what's on his TV in here. But anywho, so like I said, yeah, exactly. We haven't done a sex topic anymore. We haven't talked about love this month. And so tonight, we're going to be talking about keeping your sex life spicy. That's what we're talking about tonight. So, I'm gonna let you start, Chris, and then I'll dive in.
You know, one of the things I would be able to tell you is that the reason that I found, just from personal experiences, a lot of stories that, or just in general conversations that I've heard, is the reason why our sex lives, our intimacy tends to fall to the wayside, or AKA lack, is that for one, when you've been with somebody for a period of time, whether that's a certain amount of months or it's been years and years, it comes to a point where some people become very complacent. They don't put that oomph in it anymore. They're just going through the motion. They're very stubborn. They become hard-headed. They stop communicating. We stop listening to our partners. We stop taking cues, just subtle cues, like just as easy as you're walking into the bedroom and you see a lady or whatever like that, and you go and you kiss her on the neck, and you lead her to the bed or whatever that means, or just giving her some whatever signal that y'all used to use and be like it was on. We stop taking cues. We stop being spontaneous. Our drive and our passion for each other has seemed to disappear. We stopped complimenting each other, and we started to take each other for granted. So if any of those situations that you're in or you've gone through at some point in time in your life, tonight we're going to talk about how to bring that level of lack and turn your life back to spicy, all that spice. And we ain't talking about Old Spice, all right? We talking about the good. We talking about getting the good back.
All right, so let's just dive right in and talk about some things that will help keep your sex life spicy. All right, first thing is communication.
Yeah.
Gotta have that communication with your partner. Get on the same page. Try some different things. Don't be like Celie and Vista in The Color Purple, where it's just, you get on top of me. You grunting. So be willing to try different things with your partner. So again, it's about having a conversation first. Hey babe, what do you want to try? What do you want to do new? Or whatever. Explore some different stores, some different sex stores. So those are things that are good to do as well. But the key again is having that conversation. After you've been with somebody for a number of years, sometimes the sex becomes mundane. It becomes boring. I think the worst thing for me is when sex becomes routine, where it's like, okay, It's 9 o'clock after the show. Let's sit on the couch, rub on my nipples. I'll rub on your leg, and I'll kiss your neck, and now we know it's time to go upstairs. That's when it becomes boring. And you know, when you've been in a relationship for a long time, that sometimes becomes the pattern. And so you got to do things so that you're not falling into that same mundane routine of, okay, it's Wednesday, let's go upstairs. All right, it's next Friday, now we'll have sex downstairs on the couch. And so, you know, doing something different. Okay, let's not have sex on Tuesday. Let's have sex on Monday. And I know some man that's watching is going to say something to me. But let's have sex on the couch on Monday night while you're looking at the football game. Yeah, somebody will say something about that shit. Yo, but that's all right.
Hey, that's some spice right there.
Yes, it is. That's spice right there.
That's spice.
You got to keep the spice. In addition to that, go to the store and buy some things. Go to the store with your men. Men, go to the store with your ladies. Well, here in Virginia, we have Priscilla's, we have Taboo, we also have Kay. And so do that. Venture with your partner. Well, let's go to the toy store. And it doesn't always have to be something that you always know. Try some new things. So let me tell y'all some of the things that I've tried from the toy store or from Kanya. All right, so I have a wedge at home. Now the wedge looks like a big old slice of wedge cheese. Mm-hmm. And so with this, it enhances your positions. And so I have a wedge at home. I have the Benoit ball. I think they're called Benoit balls at home where it helps to tighten your vagina. I have those at home. I have books at home that help you to enhance a lot of different things that you're doing in the bedroom. I'm going to say this. I'm not like a big porn watcher. Like, I'm not going to go home tonight and look at porn. Not like that. But sit and watch porn with your partner. Find out the things that he likes. Find out the things that she likes. And try that shit. I've done that before. I've seen stuff in porn. And again, I'm not sitting there looking to get off. I'm sitting and looking and finding out what kind of tips I can. You know what you told me the other week about you and porn. And how much you watch it in the car, at work, in the bathroom, on your break. Now I'm lying. Chris didn't say that. But so like I said, you know, look at porn and pick out some things. Okay, damn, that looks exciting. Let me tell y'all what I did one time. So this was years ago. So I saw this video. This girl, she's dancing for her man. She wasn't a stripper. She was just dancing for her man. And so he's in the chair sitting. And she came up and she did this sexy routine. Well, I did the sexy routine. I had that down pat. So it was a part in the video where the girl is sitting on his lap and he flips her over on his lap. So I'm doing a dance and I get to the part where I'm getting ready to do the flip and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm kind of nervous. Y'all, when I was flipped, if you could have saw my eyes and how frantic I was after he flipped me, that was like the craziest thing. But it was something different. Find out what your man likes. Is your man the type, I want to see you in lingerie? Or is he the dude that want to see you in the boy shorts? Find out what he likes and go out and buy it. But gentlemen, you are not off the hook. Find out what your lady likes. Does she want to see you model? Does she want to see you dancing on the table? You know, does she want to rub oil on your back? What is it that your partner likes? And then you have to move forward and execute those things.
And I think two things really quick. Sometimes you know that whatever it is that you're doing, even if you just start out playing and, you know, she starts to giggle or she starts to laugh or whatever like that, I know immediately, especially for mine, I know that's something that she likes and she's turned on by. But definitely, I really think that if you have more intimate moments like that, it doesn't always have to be, whether it's a massage or you coming out the shower, they're putting the oil on and doing all that type of things. Again, those are some intimate moments, and who in the hell doesn't like to be touched by their partner?
Mm-hmm. But look, Ashley just said, I still don't understand sexless relationships. Let me tell you about sexless relationship. What ends up happening is communication gets lost is one thing. The couple the couple ends up growing apart from each other. They're losing interest. They've outgrown what they've had in the past or what was built initially. And instead of having a conversation to fix it or to walk away from the relationship, they stay in that misery for whatever reason, whether it's, oh, we got to stay together for the kids, or
finances.
The finances. Oh, well, we got this house together. And so that contributes to a sexless marriage. Now, some other things could fall into play as well. More, I don't want to say more serious things, but something other than what I just stated. Like, okay, well, maybe the person's health is declining, or, maybe sex isn't as comfortable as it used to be for the woman. And so there could be a lot of different issues as to why there's a sexless marriage. But a lot of times it's people outgrowing each other, people not having a conversation, people deciding to go outside of their relationship in order to get fulfilled, for whatever reason that may be. I understand, but I can't fathom it. I like sex too much not to make it a priority to ensure we have. And that's cool, Ash. But unfortunately, some people, are not like you and your husband. You and your husband are blessed. You all have an amazing marriage and an amazing family. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people who aren't as blessed as you are, and they don't get the same experience. But let's talk about some other things that keep the relationship spicy. Go ahead, Chris. What you got?
I just truly think, continue to, what was that spark that you had in the beginning? If things start to lack, go back to that space. Go back to that place where maybe you first met. Do similar type things that really had you connected on all levels. And I really think too, if anything goes wrong in your relationship, I really think that you should be open and talk. Like, I communicate and talk constantly, because I don't want anything to go longer or beyond what it should. Right. Because when you start playing with stuff like that, it's like, you remember back in the day, I don't know if you ever had this before, maybe y'all know what I'm talking about. I was playing around stuttering because I was teasing somebody, and then I end up stuttering for a long period of time. So that can actually be, when you practice bad relationship tactics, or you're bad in your relationship, it can become permanent for a period of time. So, one of my suggestions would be, again, just communicate, but communicate in a way that's not like where you're pointing the finger at that person. Just say, I feel, I think, and people be more receptive to what you're saying, or try. Wow, Ashley hit it on the head. It's called mental stimulation. Just even plant that seed, for things to be, or sometimes I like to send texts and certain things, and just to prep for the night, or prep for whatever's going to be for the weekend, or something of that nature, when we have that opportunity, and it helps.
But I'm about to say Connie. What is Ash also said something else she said. I can't get back to it.
Okay, let me see.
But she said being spontaneous. That's something too.
Yes.
So real quick, anybody who's willing, I will start, and I know Chris will jump in. Give us one spicy night you remember, or some spicy experience. So let me share mine. So I went away to Maryland for the weekend, and so sex can start early in the day, and I don't mean we rubbing and touching. I mean we looking at each other. We like, gazing into each other's eyes. A soft touch on his arm, a soft touch on the neck, whatever the case may be. So again, like I said, I went to Maryland for the weekend, and it started early. We talked about how much we loved each other, and the whole night we had spent the day out doing something different, just enjoying each other. And so, we got back to our room, we had some drinks, and we were probably going to be on the 17th floor, 15th floor, I can't remember.
Oh, that's so sexy.
So what we did was, we opened the curtains to the room, and what's so funny is, I took a picture of the skyline, and I put it on Facebook one day. Nobody knew what the picture was about, but we opened the curtains to our room. And the skyline was nice. It was, it was lit up. It wasn't a rainy night or anything. And so we had sex right in front of the window. And when I tell you that was hot, it was spicy, it was, oh my gosh, it just was like, woo! it was out of this world. And so it was something different. We kind of lived on the edge. Now, granted, I don't think anybody could see us because we were so high up, you know, but it was just like that rush, that adrenaline, and it was just super spicy.
I definitely can attest to that. Again, that's dope because I trying to put my business out there, but back in the day when I worked in Philadelphia, I worked in Delaware, and sometimes when I wasn't in a relationship or whatever like that, I had a little shorty, work with or whatever like that, and we finish what we got to do, and we'll go and we'll be up there on that 19th, 20th floor, and just the whole background of the city is just out there. We looking and just having this conversation and having that thing where it's spontaneous, but it's also forbidden because you ain't supposed to be doing no shit like that at work. You know what I'm saying? So just looking out over the city and things just took off. And when you in that moment, see, I think what's great is if you lose yourself in that moment where you enjoying everything around you, you enjoying the atmosphere, you enjoying that other person, and you're not really thinking about your issues, your problems, or anything like that. You just get entrapped in that moment. It feels so much better just being able to do and have that. It's an awesome feeling. I think everybody should be able to do that, as opposed to another thing real quick is that I used to have this thing about not having any type of intimacy or sex around your kids. You might get a hug, you might get whatever, but to me, if somebody else is in the next room or this whatever that is, especially if they children or whatever that is, me got a hotel room. Sometimes, man, you want to get it out. I ain't trying to be. And she might be killing it, but I can't really put it out there like that because they in the next room. Listen, I know when I was growing up and you were a kid and you act like you sleep, but you be hearing shit. You know what I'm saying?
What they say, every eye that, what is it? Every eye closed ain't sleeping or something like that. That's saying. So look, Kay said, coming home from a night out and ending it in the driveway. Whoa, in a truck under a beautiful sky. So many, but that's a recent one. Then it was back to reality when we went inside to the kids. All right. So Ash said, went to a wedding. There was an open bar. Hubby was talking this ish all night. We were traveling from Maryland to Delaware. We didn't make it home. Wow.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, you talking that? Prove it.
And you know what? It's cool to get ideas from your friends as well. Especially if you got those freaky friends. I've told y'all about my freaky friends, and they can give you some ideas and some different things that you can try in the bedroom with your boo, with your significant other. So does anybody else want to share any other time, any other spicy moment?
Because I know how it is. Sometimes if I get to talking that ish, I don't care if it's on the hood of the car. I don't care if it's on the back of the trunk, the door open, whatever that is. Like I want to get it right there, right there.
But you know what? Let me say this too, Chris. It has to be the right person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It can't be anybody.
Now, I'm not talking to the married couples right now. I'm talking to the people who are single. And so, hey, Alicia. And so I'm talking to the single people right now. When you are not in a relationship, or not when you're not married, and you explore different relationships or whatever, you may have that dude or that chick, that woman that's like, you know what? I've been wanting you all day long. You making my liver quiver. I've been shaking and dreaming about you all night. And now you here. Let's get to it. But then sometimes you meet that person that's like, yeah, just say some stuff, and so I can tell people what I'm talking about.
Like, what do you want me to say?
Just say like some sexy stuff, like we want to have sex or something. I'm gonna give people an example.
You say, girl, when I see you tonight, I'm gonna tear that ass up. Yeah.
You ever had that person who called you? He's like, I want to do this to you, and I want to do, and all you doing is this in the background.
Not the right one.
Get off my phone. I don't want to do nothing with you. Not nothing. And so something else. Now with social media, you know, and all the cameras and things like that. You have people who take pictures and, you know, do all kinds of things. The thing that kind of irritates me, because I'm single, and so, you know, when dudes send me like random dick pics, stop doing that. Stop doing that. Now this little young guy, 23, y'all, sends me a pic. Sends me a dick pic. I don't know why guys think that's impressive. It's not to me. That shit is not impressive. Because if you showing it to me, you done showed it to about 20 other women, probably 100 more women. And so he's like, oh, don't you want some of this? No, I don't. You are the same age as my kids. I'm going to have to pass, but thank you. You keep that right on over there. I am so good. Thank you.
But on the opposite end, it has to come from somebody I want the pictures to come from, for first and foremost.
Right.
Because when I'm not around you and I'm away from you, yeah, I'll be like, yo, oh my God, I can't wait to get back to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so it's like, you know, you have to have that connection with that person, some kind of attraction or something like that, you know, before you're like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be spicy, it's gonna be this, it's gonna be that. But when you meet that dude, he's like, girl, I wanna lick your neck. I wanna just lick you like you a neck bone. No, stay away from me, please.
Yeah, I've been out some places where somebody actually grabbed me, they reached under and grabbed me by the and just helped me there. I was like, oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Let me tell y'all what happened to me one day.
It was like off the chain. Like, oh my God.
This wasn't, it was spicy, it was weird, it was kind of scary because I was like, oh my gosh, what the hell is going on? So I don't think I ever told you about this story. So one day I'm just out shopping. And this guy comes up to me, nice looking guy, comes up to me and he said, can I buy you this or can I buy you that or something? And he's just talking. And just out the blue, he kisses me. My mind went like crazy, like, what the fuck was that? At first it was like, oh, that's cute. And I said, oh, hell no, that shit ain't cute. What he got on his lips? Oh my gosh, I want to go home and just throw my lips off.
You stole the moment, Liz. You stole the moment.
I can't. I mean, who is this random dude? So this happened to me another time. This was not this summer that just passed, but it was summer. And so I had on one of those dresses and my back was out. So, the dress, my back was out. Nice looking dude. Dark skin. Built. Nice looking dude. So he comes up to me, he's talking like, hey, yo, how you doing? Blah, 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 blah. You know, I can get your number, blah, 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 blah. So as we're walking and we're talking, somehow he's like maybe slightly behind me and kisses me on my back. I was like, oh my God.
I'm like, yeah, do it again.
My phone number is.
Look, it broke her down.
He did have my number. But that was like and I don't even remember why he did it. Like I said, he was talking, trying to get my phone number, and then he just like slightly kisses me on my back. I was like, oh, I don't think I was ready for that. I wasn't ready for that.
But you know that, again, you kind of hit it right on the head. Sometimes it has to be the right person.
Yes.
And the right person in the right moment. I remember where somebody walked up to me and they kissed me. I had people walk up to me and grab my hand and talk to me and, really tell me what the hell's on their mind, for real. And I've done the same, but I had to catch them in that right place in that right moment. I've kissed somebody I didn't know the first time I met them, things of that nature. So I was trying to get a spark. But another thing, I would say that.
Get a smack.
They ain't smacked me though. But everybody can't do that. You see what I'm saying?
That's true.
Everybody can't do that.
Because I think had it been any other dude other than that dude, I'd be like, yo, why you so close to me? Or just, back up. But the guy was nice looking and he was suave with it. I was like, oh my God. That's the one who kissed me on the back though. The one who felt like he needed to be right in my face. But Tawala said, give dude the remote to your wireless vibrator that you have inside before leaving for dinner and see if y'all make it to the restaurant. I heard someone did this. Someone like who? Is her initials TB? Alright, so yeah, you gotta try different things. things. Now that right there, what Tawala was just talking about, I'm sure that would be living on the edge. Because you got this little piece inside of your underwear, however that goes, and your man has got this remote. You don't know when he's going to use it. Is he going to use it while we sitting at the table while I'm eating? Is he going to, use it while we in the line waiting to get a seat, whatever the case may be. And so, yeah, I would love to be able to try something like that. And that would be hot and spicy.
And this is crazy, y'all. Now, I'm in the club, sitting at the table. You got a couple next to us, and you had two couples on this other side. Sitting in front of us. And the lady that I was with at the time, she was jerking me off under the table.
Whoa! Whoa!
And I was like, you trying to keep your composure?
Yeah.
You're like,
Right.
bobbing my head to the beat.
So y'all, I'm gonna name some more things that I've had to keep it spicy. So like I told y'all, I got the wedge at home. I got the Benoit balls. I have those. It's called a cock ring. So I've had one of those where it's a little round piece and you put it on a man's penis, and then the front of it has these little pricklies, so to speak. And so it's something that works simultaneously. I've also had the plain one, but I've also had one with a vibrator on it. If Kay is still watching, y'all, order some stuff from Kay. I've gotten a lot of stuff from Kay. I had the, oh my gosh, I can't think of the name of this thing. But it's a sleeve, and you put it on your man's penis.
Sleeve.
And it vibrates, and like, y'all, if y'all don't feel like, giving your man none, get that toy, because it is out of this world, and a man will love it. What else have I purchased in the past? You so stupid. Your stomach, you sound like your stomach is hurting.
Pow, 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 pow.
I've had the edible stuff where you put it on and your man licks it off. I've had the chocolate that you put on and your man licks it off, your lady licks it off. I've had, what else? I've had these lifesavers. They're like really large lifesavers, and you put it on your partner and you eat it off.
Okay.
I've had that.
That'll work.
I've had all different kinds of lingerie. What else have I purchased to like keep it spicy in the bedroom? What other things have I purchased? Well, I used to be it's called Fantasia. It's very similar to basically the same thing as bedroom candy and all the other stuff. Adult toy line. And so I had a lot of products then. What else? I've gotten the games.
To this music.
I've got the games where you play the games, the poker, the strip club.
Oh, I love
strip
games.
poker, all those things. I've had those in the past. What things have y'all had? What things have y'all added to the bedroom?
I love games though. That's right. Look, I'm
What kind of
already
games?
competitive as it is, but I don't care if it's Uno. I don't care if it's one of them games from Spencer's or what. Yeah.
Well, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Ash just said, look into a magic wand. All right, you got to tell me what that is. I've never heard that, but
I've
never heard of such.
Got imagination.
All right, so Letitia said, look, me being away from home and the kids is spicy. It's spicy for me. Well, I guess if you got small kids, that could be a treat if your kid's not home.
Yeah.
Or you and your special person, your significant other, you go out and do something. Now, all right, y'all, I'm gonna get down and dirty with it. So when I was, I'm not gonna say at what point in my life this was, because y'all would know who this person is, and I don't know if he want his business out there like this. But anywho, it was asked of me, and this was like 100 years ago. This was a very long time. Sorry about that, y'all. Somebody was calling on my phone. So look, like I was saying, what was I saying? My phone started ringing. I forgot what the heck I was going to tell y'all.
You're talking about an episode you was having with somebody.
Oh, so
Swing the
wasn't really an episode, but he was like, we had a conversation, and he talked about bringing somebody else into the bedroom. I was like, oh hell no, we're not doing that. We are not doing that. And we were, like I said, I don't want to say, but we were way more than boyfriend and girlfriend. We had some last name exchange.
Wow.
So, you know, I'm like, I'm going to have to pass on that one. He didn't pressure me for it or whatever. You know, once we got divorced or whatever, you know, I think eventually he did do it. But I don't know if that's something I want to do to keep the spice in my bed. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I wonder, let me say not because, but I wonder if you bringing somebody else in a bedroom, does it turn into a competition or does it actually stay at let's please each other?
Sometimes it depends on who you are. I've been in that situation before, and just on a random, you know, somebody was like, oh, you know, happy birthday, I brought my friend with me, blah, 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 blah.
Wow.
So a situation popped off, but then the person was mad because
exactly.
That person's head game was better than hers, at least at that moment. Like, I'm just saying, like, people get mad at certain stuff, or, you know, or they might see you enjoying a specific thing and they get an attitude. But listen, if you doing trays and you doing quads and whatever else you into, you gotta leave those feelings at home. You just be in the moment and enjoy yourself. That person's going back home with you. That's your man or whoever. That's your girl. Because once you start getting in your feelings about something like that, shit is not gonna work.
Alright, but you know what I don't understand?
Mm-hmm.
Why men don't mind bringing another man into the fold. I mean, yeah, bringing another woman into the fold, but has a problem with if a woman brings another man in.
Because the reason is, I think, at least in my opinion, or what I've seen in my experience, is that he doesn't want to see nobody else hitting this girl, and it look like she might be enjoying it more than what you doing. Or
yeah, but
it's just the point. He just like, oh man.
But again, why should I watch you have sex with somebody else, but you don't want me to watch you have? Come
right,
on.
I get it. So,
Chris, what the hell is this on your TV? It's the same thing.
I don't know. It's music. I don't know. I ain't never. You know. If y'all can see that, it's dope though.
See, I mean, it's very nice, but it's very surprising. Very nice photo in the background, y'all. But anywho. All right, so
look. Read Ashley concept. Read Ashley's last comment, please.
So I want to see another woman. So I want to see another woman please my man.
She won't leave alive, huh, Ash?
Oh my God. So my mother just asked, want to know if either one of you guys would be swingers. I'm gonna have to take the no on that one. I'm gonna have to say no.
Let me see. She said, not now, but I've tried it in the past. And again, it always, at some point in time, caused some issue in our relationship or friendship with whoever that we had for whatever reason. Again, I just say that's not being confident in yourself, you're not being secure. But why would you want to do something like that if you want to have issues or problems with it? So I just say you can add spice to your life, but sometimes there's consequences with adding that extra person or two people or more to your whole inner circle.
Okay, here's a question, or here's something I forgot what I was going to say. So here's the thing. When you have somebody that's been like super adventurous with sex and they've been living on the edge, what do you do when that person enters your life? For instance, not too long ago, this was a couple of weeks ago, having a conversation with this dude. Nice, the dude was nice, conversation went well. And so he tells me that, back in the day, yesterday, last week, last month, last year, 6 years ago, I can't remember how long ago he said it was. But he said, yeah, I was a swinger and this, that, and the other, and blah, 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 blah. When somebody is used to their sex life being like that, how can you deal with a situation? Because if your norm is you go out and you have sex with multiple people and we both engage in that, or, you know, you and your former partner both engaged in that, and now that you're in a relationship with me, and I don't want to be a swinger, how is that going to pan out if that's what you're used to?
And see, that's going to come with some discipline and some untraining on that person's end of it. Because, I'm not saying that it's always 100% true, but what I've found is that when I started seeing somebody who was into multiple partners, or a female that might have been bisexual or some things of that nature, it was hard for them to come out of that, and just specifically just to be with you, because it's almost, if that's who you are as an individual person, that's what you choose, that's your preference, it's going to be hard just to operate with the one.
Right.
And so again, that's going to cause a lot of these relationships. Again, I would know that they're temporary, and depending on where you are, and then if you come out your shell and you want to jump in the fray, it might last a little longer. But just from my experience and what I know, relationships like that don't last long, because they'll be bouncing you in and out of your life, and vice versa, and they still love you. It's not saying that they don't necessarily want to be with you,
but
they can't. Their appetite for other things is insatiable. No matter how good I lick, how good I touch, no matter how many times you can make her come, that desire in her is still there. So that's never going to go away. So you're going to be at some point in time marrying two other people. You're going to be marrying somebody else too. So, and people, sometimes it's a growing phase and they come out of it. But by that time, you probably done already moved on and got what you want, and they come knocking at your door, ringing your phone like, "Hey, I'm cured." It's not really a cure, but that's just my experience with the whole piece.
But yeah, and that's when communication comes in, and you may very well be attracted. Okay, let me say this. I'm gonna use this guy as an example. There's this guy. He's been after me for a couple of years. Now I'm gonna say this. He is sexy as a mother. He is just yummy.
Give it to him.
So, hell no. But he is like super yummy or whatever. And so, what happens if, okay, you said give him some. So what happens if I decide to give him some and it's like, his appetite is insatiable, as you say, and my appetite is like, all right, we do it, we do it. We don't, we don't. So, the conversation has to be had initially. What is your sexual appetite like? If he's like, I want to have sex 2 times a day, every day, Les. I can't help you.
You be like,
I can't do that with you. That's not going to happen. So, all that to say that you have to have those conversations. Can I meet his sexual appetite? Can he meet mine? And then you have to figure out what the other person's like. Now, I had this dude say to me, which was like really, really surprising. So we're in conversation. We just having a conversation. Let me tell you what he said to me. He was like, "Lance, you know what?" I was like, "What? So and so and such and such." He was like, "I'm really not pressed that nobody give me head." I was like, "What?" I've never heard of such. I was like, "What?" He said, I was like, "Are you serious?"
Right.
He was like, "Yeah." And the reason I said that is because most men want oral sex performed on them. Most men want oral sex performed. And so when he said that, I was like, do you have a bad experience with that something? Or why? But he was like, I'm good with it or without it. I don't really care about getting it. I was like, what? Get the hell out of here. Are you kidding?
Oh, Lord.
Wait a minute. Ash, what are you saying with hallelujah to? What are you saying that to, Ash? What?
I just always, just from the door, if I was a friend with a female or whatever that may be.
She said someone bit him.
They almost took it off.
Oh my gosh, that is funny.
But again, I think that's communication. And I know, I just always said I put my stuff out there in the beginning. So if something you like, something you do, let me know.
Where is Eleanor?
If it's something that I'm into, hey, I'm for it. But that was just, if I know for myself, it was just a prerequisite. It was it was something that I was introduced at a certain point in my life, and I think at that point in time in my life, like that person really enjoyed doing that. So of course, if somebody really enjoyed doing something, it's going to be magnificent.
So Ash said that means she can rest her jaws. Okay, so here's the deal breaker for me. This cannot be the spicy in my life. I'm sorry. Me and Dude will probably never get together ever. But anal sex is not like on my list of things to do. I am just not into anal sex. And so, if I'm in a relationship, we need to have that conversation. Because if you want to juke me in the booty, let's go ahead and not even get into a relationship because I can't help you with that.
I remember there's certain cultures that are groomed to like please a man. I just happen to be able to come across some of these cultures, and again, I've tried different things. Like I said, it's often it wouldn't be my preference, but if that's what you like, you get it whatever you need it. But as it wouldn't be my preference of things to do. But at the same time, again, each orifice in a female provides something a little bit different than just the same. So just having that experience sometimes, or even thinking about it, sometimes it's nostalgic because maybe you never had that happen to you before, or hey, I did like that. It's not my preference, but I would rather have the oral, or I would rather have the vagina, and any which way I like to have it, as opposed to that. But again, it's something to put you into. It's something to go into.
What?
I'm just saying it's something to go into. And sometimes women even have that experience, and they enjoy it. They might not even be able to orgasm without having the combination of all those things. So I would just say be careful of what you get into. That's all I need to say about that.
Well, yeah, be careful. Know what you're getting into. If it's something that you don't want to do, don't do stuff just to hold on to somebody and, it makes you uncomfortable. My thing is this, and y'all heard me, for those of you who've been watching this show for a minute, y'all know I've said this 100 times. That girl looks like Stacey Dash a little bit. But my thing is, I'm willing to try something once, but if I tell you I don't like it, don't keep asking me to do it. Don't try to force me to do it. But if you need to leave because I won't, then you move on. What are you laughing at?
I said, Ashley made a statement that, she said that means that she can rest. She can rest her jaws. I said, rest up, keep going.
I cannot believe you just said that. I cannot believe you just said that.
Keep going.
Oh my God.
And shit, as we getting older too, not that you in the gym being flexible and doing all that shit every day, again, I just see that our bodies change and things change. I can't look. If I can't get it off, I'm not gonna keep on la 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 la. I'm gonna find some other things to be able to do that, to help in that process. Because you get older.
Right, but you know what? You have to have that partner that's willing to go through those changes with you and be understanding of that. Again, having that conversation. Okay, babe, I know that these things have changed or whatever, how do we work through whatever changes that either one of us are going through at this point in our lives?
Yeah, and that's a great question, and that's something that should be brought up in everybody's lives because, shit, as we get older, sometimes we catch cramp. We be in the middle of something. That cramp in the leg,
Where did that come from?
that cramp come. Again, knees get bad. You can't pop down and sit in front of the kneel in front of the couch and do your business. You stand up too long, you messed up. And again, if you don't regularly work out, you on all fours or somebody against the wall holding us up or just whatever, that stamina ain't there no more in their arms and stuff. So fellas, female, we gotta sometimes take a compromise and be like, okay, we gonna knock this out here and we gonna switch positions because motherfuckers can't take that shit when you get older. So
yeah, I mean it brings about a change. Ash said yes he did, Liz, and she said her knees are getting bad. And that's so funny, y'all, because in a couple of years I'll be 50. Next year I'll be 50, and so most of the women that are I surround myself with are in the same age bracket. And so it's so funny to hear them say things that I may already be dealing with, but it's just so funny because somebody out one day said, and the woman who said this, I would never believe it because her body is super tight. She's a gorgeous woman, and she said, "Oh Lord, my knees starting to hurt." I was just laughing wow. And so you never know what somebody else is dealing with, what somebody else is going through, or what have you, but it's a part of life. Things change, people change, or what have you.
And especially, I know as women get older, their flexibility change. So when they was younger, you be able to put their legs over back behind their head, and you drilling and all that type of stuff. They can't take all that shit no more. Oh, man, I get off my head.
Exactly. Look, then if you're not working out, you got the stomach in the way. You got all kinds of stuff going on. So yeah, older sex is different.
Mm-hmm.
Older sex is different.
Be like, you do that for a couple. All right,
that's
switch.
Enough.
Yeah.
That's enough. Come on, it's been 10 minutes. Let's just get this out.
You're like Richard Pryor in Harlem Nights. He said, we're going to make love real hard for 20 minutes and we're going to go into a comatose sleep. Now, that's my movie, though, y'all. That's one of my top 10 of all time.
Oh, my gosh. So, you got to know your limits. All right, y'all. So, now it's 8 o'clock. Like I said, I got to go home early tonight. Ain't no staying over Chris' house all night like it's a slumber party. I need some things. I need some gas. I want to go home and look at this show. And so we got tons of some other things we want to tell y'all.
I got the gas, got to play my numbers.
So here's the thing, y'all. My thing when it comes to keeping your sex life spicy, most important thing is having, and don't go nowhere, y'all, because we got tons to share with y'all. So like I said, the most important thing is having a conversation. Having that conversation where you all can talk about what you like, what you don't like, what works for you, what doesn't work for you. If things don't work for you, talk to your partner. Don't engage in something that you're uncomfortable with. Excuse me.
I own the rights to this music.
Be willing to try new things. Go to these toy stores. Look at porn. Talk to your freaky friends. Read books. Go online. Discover some different things. But be open to trying new things with your partner. Have your partner tell you some things that they like. You tell your partner some things that you like, and you all explore those different things. And so before you go outside of your relationship, figure out what things you can do to make what you have spicy. Okay, Chris?
Yeah. I would just say, in the midst of everything that we have going on in our lives, never forget your partner. Take time for yourself, but also never forget us. Never forget we. So whether you got a schedule, you got to have that time where you can talk about, get together, or do whatever that is, just to have your time together. Do that so that you won't be able to lose that spice in your life. And again, when I say communication, I was like, please, y'all, if you don't check in, regardless of what you bring to the table, no matter how popular you are, no matter how famous you think you are, no matter how you think you put it down, no matter all that, I will tell you this. If that person checks out, somebody will be checking them in. Did y'all hear to see what I said? Check in, because somebody else will be checking them out.
But the person that's allowing somebody to check them out, at least have the conversation with your partner so that they know that they're not pleasing you. Don't just go out and cheat. Have that conversation. If that person's not meeting your needs, let them know so that they can at least attempt to make you happy. But if you just go out here cheating because you freaking greedy, good. But again, have the conversation before you go out cheating.
Absolutely. So, again, we don't want the checker to be checking the unchecked. So, checker.
Help me. All right. So, what we talk about next week, Chris?
So, next week, we pull this to the side. Next week's show.
Maybe you make something up. Whatever you decide. You want to surprise them?
I really think next week is going to be a surprise. It may be a combination between relationship and a sex topic, but it won't be about one topic. It's going to be two topics next week.
You get 2 for next
Two
week.
for.
All right, so let's do these announcements real quick.
2 for 10.
All right.
Get the sale right here, EDP 365.
Don't forget, get potion number 2. A big shout out to James Davis for doing a commercial for my potion number 2. Spray and go so no one knows. Everyone poops, no one likes to smell it. Bottles are $3. You can get Alpha Mist, Citrus Blend, Island Breeze, and Orange Slice. Really great products. So that's for the bathroom. When you poop, you spray it on the water before you go. It eliminates the poop smell. All right. Join my groups, EDP 365, which is an extension of the show. Meet, Connect, Promote for all of my entrepreneurs, brand builders, and business owners to be able to post their information about their groups. ADC for all of my authors. Go in there and post your books. Post events that are coming up. Post office tips. All those great things. Richmond Events and Vendors. When you're looking for a vending event, when you want to post something that's coming up, go to Richmond Events and Vendors. Gino, Girls Night Out is my group for women to post information about events that women can attend together and hang out and have a good time. Also, I just started a new group this week, and it's called I Sell. One word, second word, SELL. The reason I created this group is because a lot of times when I go into these Richmond vendors and things, I'm not vending, I just want to post. And you really don't want to post your stuff in there if you're not vending and offering that opportunity. So I created I Sell for people to just be able to tell people what they're selling. That's it. You don't have to be saying I got a vendor's event, but tell people what you're saying. Let's network, let's collaborate, let's figure out how we can help each other, let's barter. So again, don't forget about my new group. Please join. I Sell. Tell other people to join. If you have topics that you want to discuss, reach out to me, reach out to Chris, and we will get it on the show. If you want to be a guest on the show, let us know, and we will try to make it happen.
We'll make it happen.
So let me see. I got to give y'all this information. Kudos to Miss Kimberlane, Kimberlane Johnson, aka Blunt. The premiere of Real Women of RVA just happened on last weekend. I did not see that first show until I sat there on Friday night. Kudos to her. Go to Wobble TV and you can check out the first episode. It was really great. It looked very professional. Didn't look homemade or anything. She did a great job with that.
Great job.
All right, so on March the 8th, the Dessert Diva is hosting a blinged out party here in Richmond, Virginia. Buy one, get one free. If you get a ticket, the Dessert Diva will be paying for a ticket for one of your friends to come. So I have a blinged out t-shirt on right now. I did not make this one. Actually, Miss Alicia Johnson made this shirt for me. But this is a bling t-shirt. Now, you're going to have the opportunity to create your own blinged out t-shirt. Again, got a 2-for-1 deal going. Buy one, get one free, or you and your friend can split the cost of one ticket, whatever works for you. But hurry up and get it because there's only 2 opportunities left to do that. Only 2 opportunities for the buy one, get one free deal. Somebody has already taken advantage of the first ticket. There's only 2 tickets like that left. But there are other opportunities for you to come and hang out and be a part of this great event that's going on at the Dessert Diva shop.
Yeah.
It is tax season. My tax guy, Mr. Derek Hall.
D.
He is the damn bomb. So if you need your taxes done, you're looking for a good tax preparer, you're tired of doing your own taxes and not getting any money, DLH Solutions. He's at 530 East Main Street here in Richmond, Virginia. Again, 530 East Main Street. He doesn't do walk-in. It's not a walk-in. You can't just go. Give him a call. His telephone number is 804-303-8105. Again, that's 804-303-8105. Tell him Les sent you. His email address is, his website is DLHtaxandbookkeeping.com. DLHtaxandbookkeeping.com. Convenient weekend hours. I was able to go on a Sunday. I was there every bit of 45 minutes. He's friendly and professional. No waiting in the lobby. There weren't tons of people there. The only people there was me and my mother. And she wasn't even getting her taxes done. She just happened to be with me on that day. So it wasn't, you're not crowded waiting hours. He's very knowledgeable. He makes sure that he's abreast of all the tax changes. Now, Miss Sandra Wilson, CEO of Black Connections. Now, she needs your help. She needs you all to volunteer. Let me get this information right. And come out for the cleanup at, what is the name of this credit union?
Let me see.
Heritage Federal Credit Union. Richmond Heritage Federal Credit Union. They're having a cleanup day. All right? And so they need some people who can come out, put some mulch out, paint some lines for people to be able to park their cars the correct way. There's a pole that's, I think is broken or something that needs to be re-cemented, but they need people to volunteer. This bank is trying, or this credit union is trying to get back on their feet, and so they need the community to come out and help. Now, if you know somebody who can donate mulch, if you know somebody who can donate time to come out, clean up, trim the hedges that are out there, this needs to be done prior to May the 16th because they're having an event. And again, they need the community. They need some things painted out there. And again, it's a big cleanup effort, a community outreach. And so they have some other things going on. They have some Black History tours going on. Take advantage of that. Now, if you want more information of how you can volunteer, now all my business owners, brand builders, entrepreneurs, if you can help out. You know what it's like, or you know what it was like when you were starting your business venture and having that assistance of somebody who can help you to get to the point that you need to be. Now, you can actually call me and I will get you in touch with Sandra, okay? So the telephone number that you can reach me at is 804-424-0337. Again, that's 804-424-0337. And I will get you in touch with Sandra. Let her know that you want to volunteer and help this credit union to get back on track to be able to help the community. A lot of people want to or feel very strongly about supporting Black businesses. This is a Black business that needs your help. They need you to come out and beautify their property, okay? So again, 804-424-0337 is my telephone number. She needs you to come out there and volunteer for this great event.
Sign up. Let's get this done.
Yes.
So, you got anything else you want to know?
Yeah, I'm trying to see real quick. I think I'm done. Yep.
I definitely can't wait for the book club stuff.
Oh, we talk about that.
Listen, y'all. I do want to give a shout out to Miss Valerie McAllister
Go, Valerie.
and the whole cast in regards to the book club, mini web series, and I would just say go and get her book. I would just say it's not only primarily for the ladies, even though it's intended for the ladies, but gentlemen, again, it's a good storyline. You'll learn a lot from that book. And I just say it's a very important piece of being able to bond in a very critical time, especially when we're going through things in our life, and we have that group of those specific people that we can go to, we can talk to, we can do whatever. We can lay it all out right there. So, with just saying that, I want to say what's up, and I want to thank all the cast beautiful, wonderful people. Kula is having her remix video shoot at the Visions Lounge this weekend at 11 a.m. So again, if you can make it out, I would say contact Kula to find out what the dress code is or how she would like you to dress. Come out in force, be a part of the video. Definitely do that. And again, I'm just working on many different projects and things right now. Very busy. I want to give a shout out to all the members of EBO. Definitely appreciate y'all. Y'all are doing the damn thing. Just an amazing group of people. It's definitely giving me the energy and drive to continue to move forward for all our endeavors. And we definitely not going to be where we are today next year.
That's right.
So with that being said, is there anything else you needed to add in? All right. Les has something to add in. Again, we don't own the rights to this music. Had a nice little mix this evening with some different types of pictures and things going on right there.
Yeah.
But again, there's all our people, all our beautiful, amazing African American and minority people. And so, with that being said, are you living constructively or are you living destructively? Get right or get left out. Do right or get done wrong. Keep your eyes to the skies. And I definitely will say, right now in this day and age and time, in case anything ever happened, again, just keep your eyes, stay focused on God, stay focused on your endeavors, stay focused to your loved ones, give your energy to the right place and the right people. With that being said, we'll be here next Tuesday, 7 p.m., EDP 365 on Facebook Live. Also, I would love you all to go subscribe on our YouTube channel, EDP 365, and also join each and every one of Les's channels. And again, we'll see you next week. We love you and peace.
I don't see you. Nobody's gonna feel like moving to shut the show down.
Shut it down.
I shut it down. Shut it down.
Yeah.
Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down.
Shut it down. Shut it